Nice kill by Peyton there on the right side. Ryder's back to serve his second. Hitting error, out of bounds. Ryder's third serve. Off Inish's hands and out of bounds for a tool. Side out. Matthew, Dylan. Pass was tight to the net. He had a hard time getting a handle on it. Matthew again to Dylan. Anish up with the block. Peyton tries to peel it off the net, but can't. Point to SG Elite. Haniel to Dylan. Dylan sets Ryder for a back row attack and a kill. Anish went up there as a decoy in the middle. Blocker went up with him. That meant by the time Ryder got a good swing on it, nobody was there to block. Evan B is coming on to take over middle hitting duties. Matthew's in the front and Peyton is in the front. Brandon's first serve. Dylan to Brandon. Brandon sets Evan B. It's a free ball. SG Elite, quick set to the middle for the kill. Ace. Ryder to Dylan. Dylan back sets Peyton. Peyton with another kill. It's 2 sets and 2 kills on the right side. Peyton comes back to serve. Evan B up with the block. Peyton to Dylan. Dylan back to Peyton. Quick set in the middle, but he hits the net. SG's middle hitter hits the net. Point to left coast. Peyton's back for a second. Another hitting error over the block and out of bounds. Point to left coast. Coach wants Peyton to serve area 1. That's the back left part of the court. And he does. Looks like a good one. It's going to be a free ball. Peyton's there to Dylan. Dylan sets outside to Matthew. Matthew gets blocked. Evan's there to pick it up. Dylan, Ryder. Ryder roll shots. That time SG Elite gets around the block and puts the kill down. Evan B to Dylan. Dylan sets Matthew. Matthew in between the blockers for the kill. Matthew comes back to serve. Your front row, Ryder, Evan B, Dylan. Your back row, Brandon, Matthew, and Peyton. Free ball coming. Peyton to Dylan. Dylan outside to Ryder. Ryder gets Ruth. Great swing, but the block just happened to be there. Matthew to Dylan. Dylan to Peyton. Hitting error. Matthew to Dylan. Ryder with a nice tap. Dylan to Haniel. Haniel sets Peyton, back row attack. And SG Elite is in the net again. They've been in the net a few times this game so far. Evan B comes off, and Nish takes over middle hitting duties. Evan B stays on the court. He's back to serve. And that's an ace. Evan B back for his second serve. Goes deep left corner. Oh, just out of bounds. Great serve, great spot. Just missed the line. Service error. Matthew to Dylan. Ryder free balls it over. Camera just got hit. I'm gonna have to fix this. That was a kill by SG Elite. Ryder. Quick set from Dylan, and Ryder puts it down in the middle of the court. Dylan's back to serve. Ace. Dylan's back for his second serve. That's another ace. Dylan's back for his third serve. Service error, deep and out of bounds. They've been serving Matthew a lot here, number 95. Let's see if SG Elite keeps serving to that same area. That one goes to Haniel. Haniel to Dylan. Dylan back sets Ryder. Ryder with a nice kill. Bounced it off the head of the blocker. And Ryder comes back to serve. Overpass, and Ish is there to defend the net. Point to left coast. Your front row is Matthew, Anish, and Peyton. Your back row, Brandon, Ryder, and Dylan. Brandon to Dylan. Dylan sets outside to Matthew. Matthew, roll shot. Anish there with a roof block. SG Elite gathers. Anish there with another block. Anish, Dylan. Dylan to Peyton. Peyton with a nice swing down line. Ryder gathers that up. Dylan to Matthew. Matthew goes line again with the tip. Anish fights that one off. Ryder helps him out. Brandon free balls it over. And the miss set. They were going for a quick set in the middle. Setter sets it over the middle hitter. Left coast gets a point on that long volley. Timeout called by SG Elite. Coach wants Ryder serving area 1, back left corner. It wasn't area 1, but it was an ace. Round the block, Brandon's there. Anish taps it over. Off Anish's hands for the kill. Matthew to Ryder, Ryder back to Matthew. Hitting error. Service error, side out to left coast. Brandon's back to serve. The front row, Matthew, Evan B, and Peyton. Your back row, Ryder, Brandon, and Dylan. Dylan to Brandon. Brandon sets Matthew. Matthew roll shot. SG Elite with the kill. Evan B tights in the net. Dylan's there. Free ball from Ryder. Quick set in the middle. Evan B gets up with a block. Dylan with a nice diving dig to Peyton. Peyton over to Matthew, another free ball. Hitting error. Left coast, great net defense there to get that point. Peyton comes back to serve. Front row, Matthew, Evan B, Dylan. That time SG Elite goes around the block for the kill. Evan B to Dylan. Dylan sets Ryder, back row attack, hitting error. B needs help from Haniel. Matthew's there. Into the block. Evan B peels it off the block. Matthew gets set outside, but hits it deep and out of bounds. Ryder to Dylan. Dylan sets Ryder. Another hitting error. Timeout left coast. Evan B to Dylan. Dylan back sets Peyton. Back row swing. Goes to the corner. It's a good one. Free ball to Dylan. Haniel to Peyton again. Hitting error. Matthew to Dylan. Dylan sets Ryder. Back row attack. Deep and out of bounds. I'd say if left coast has one weakness this game, it's their swinging, their hits, a lot of hitting errors. Out of bounds, into the net. That goes for an ace. Matthew's coming off the court. Lincoln is coming on to take over his place on the left side. Ryder to Dylan. Dylan sets Lincoln. Lincoln coming in cold with a great swing. Peyton's there. Tight pass to the net. Dylan has to play it up. Evan B manages to push it over. Back row attack, hitting error from SG Elite. That's a side out. It's great to see Lincoln coming off the bench there cold. He gets the very first set and puts a great swing on it. Lincoln's stepping off the court now. Porter's going to come on to serve for him. Your front row, Ryder, Evan B, Dylan. Your back row, Brandon, Porter, and Peyton. Porter's first serve. It's a good one. SG Elite hits around the solo blocker for the kill. Haniel to Dylan. Dylan sets outside to Ryder. Ryder, nice swing off the net. It's going to be a free ball for left coast. Haniel to Dylan. Dylan to Ryder again. Ryder again off the block. And that time it falls for the kill. Evan B's back to serve. Anish comes on to take over middle hitting duties. Front row is now Ryder, Anish, Dylan. Back row, Porter, Evan B, and Peyton. Roll shot. Nobody's there covering the tip. Ryder to Dylan. Dylan back to Ryder. He's off the net. Hitting error. Set one of the match goes to SG Elite. getting ready to start the second set of the match against SG Elite. They're out of the San Gabriel Valley. Boys have played SG Elite twice already this season. The club, I believe one of those times was against their older team. Left coast is going to start off with the serve. Your front row, Ryder, Anish, Chase. Your back row, Lincoln, Daniel, and Dylan serving. Down ref is checking in players. And the ref calls for the first serve. And Dylan starts us off with an ace. Dylan's second serve. Free ball. Daniel's there to Dylan. Dylan sets Anish with a quick one. Daniel's there to pick that up. The timing was off between Anish and Dylan. That SG Elite swing goes in between Ryder and Anish's block. Falls for the kill. Brandon to Dylan. Dylan back sets Ryder. Ryder, huge swing, but out of bounds to the left. Unclear what the call is. Looks like it might have been out of rotation. Yeah, they're saying Dylan left a little early on that serve. It was out of rotation when this server hit the ball. So that's a SG Elite point. Lincoln to Dylan. Dylan back sets Ryder. Ryder over the top. Chase up there with a nice block, but it just trails out of bounds for a tool kill. Short serve, Anish to Dylan. Dylan to Ryder. Ryder hits it off the block. Dylan to Brandon. I missed the call on that one, but it was against us. It's another SG Elite point. Daniel, what was the call? Daniel, did you see the call on that? What was the call? Lincoln to Dylan, too tight to the net. That's an ace. Lincoln to Dylan. Dylan to Chase. Chase with a nice swing. Tip. Out of bounds. Side out to left coast. Ryder comes back to serve. SG Elite. Free ball. Haniel to Dylan. Dylan sets outside. Lincoln, big swing. Deep and out of bounds. They're serving Lincoln a lot right here. Let's see if they go back to him. Brandon to Dylan. Dylan tries the one-handed quick set to Anish. Anish can't play it over. Still working on the timing between there. Brandon to Dylan. Dylan outside to Lincoln. Hitting air. It's an ace on the seam between Lincoln and Brandon. Brandon, nice diving play to Dylan. Dylan back sets Chase. Chase into the block. Left coast keeps it alive. SG Elite goes over the block for the kill. Left coast calls a timeout. Seems like from the last tournament, Left Coast cleaned up a lot of the service errors and a lot of the serve and receive errors. It's been aced a couple times here, but looks a lot better than it did last time we were out here. What they haven't done yet this morning is really get warm on their hits. Last tournament, they started out strong. They were able to set up some plays. Anytime they got a good pass, their hitters were smashing it. Right now, their hitters are having a hard time keeping it in the court or over the net. But if they can get warm, there's no reason they can't beat this team. Brandon to Dylan. Dylan back sets Chase. Hitting error. Deep and out of bounds. That's an ace. Evan C is coming in. Lincoln is coming off. Brandon to Dylan. Dylan sets Ryder, back row attack, goes for the corner. Just out of bounds, another hitting error. Evan C. Dylan sets Anish. Anish hits it off the block, and that one falls for left coast side out. Haniel comes back to serve. Evan B comes in to take over middle duties. Your front row, Evan C, Evan B, Chase. Your back row, Haniel, Ryder, and Dylan. Left coast is called for being out of rotation. The referee is calling the captain over. Looks like our front row was shuffled up in the wrong configuration when we served. So that's a side out to SG Elite. Evan B to Dylan. Dylan back sets Chase. Hitting error deep and out of bounds. Chase is coming off. Peyton's coming on. Evan B to Dylan. Dylan sets Ryder. Ryder roll shots. Perfect spot. Falls for the side out. Peyton comes back to serve. Dylan is coming. Oh, let's see. Never mind. Your front row is now Evan C, Evan B, and Dylan. Your back row, Ryder, Haniel, and Peyton. Peyton's first serve is a good one. Up ref called it out of bounds. The linesman called it in. They're going to have a discussion about it. Up ref called the point for left coast, but the linesman called it for SG Elite. So this conversation is going to determine who gets it. Left coast will get that point. Peyton's back for his second serve. That one's an ace. Peyton serving his third. Evan B gets up with a soft block. Ryder's there. Not sure what the call was, but it went our way. That's a point for left coast. It might have been a player in the net. The up ref's not really calling what the down ref calls, and I can't see the down ref from where I'm at. Peyton's fourth serve. Back row attack coming into the net. That's another left coast point. Peyton comes back for his fifth straight serve. Evan B, Dylan. Dylan sets Ryder. Ryder tap. Ryder with the dig. Evan B tries to poke it over the net. It's a good idea, but it doesn't clear the tape. Side out to SG Elite. Ryder to Dylan. Dylan back sets Peyton for a back row attack. Peyton goes over the blockers and gets the kill. Evan C comes back to serve. Your front row, Ryder, Evan B, Dylan. Your back row, Haniel, Evan C, and Peyton. That one hits the tape and barely crawls over for an ace. Great spot on that serve. Completely indefensible. Evan's back for his second. Goes for the same spot, but that goes for a service error. Haniel comes off, Brandon comes on. Brandon to Dylan. Dylan sets outside to Ryder. Ryder roll shots to the middle of the court. Free ball, outside the antenna. Out of bounds for a side out to left coast. Brandon comes off. Nish comes on to take over middle hitting duties. Evan B is back to serve. Quick set in the middle. Oh, left coast. Scrambles to get that tip, but can't return it. Evan B comes off. Brandon's on. Service error out of bounds. Side out to left coast. Brandon comes off. Haniel comes on. Dylan comes off, and Daniel comes on to set and serve. Daniel stepped on the line there for a service error. Daniel comes off. Brandon is back on for serve receive. Front row is Ryder, Anish, and Peyton. Ryder needs help from Peyton. Peyton back to Ryder. Free ball. Out of bounds. Point to left post. Brandon off. Daniel back on. Looks like we have Daniel on when we're serving, and Brandon takes his place when we're on serve receive. Ryder's back to serve. Tip, Anish is there to roof it. Ryder's back for his second serve. Ryder to Daniel. Daniel sets outside to Evan C. Evan C over the top. And that one falls on the back line for a kill. Ryder's back for his third serve. Coach wants it right in the middle of the court at number 4 in the red jersey. Hitting air, out of bounds. Another point for left coast. Left coast scratching and clawing their way back in. They were down 14-2 at one point in this game. And that tip falls for an SG Elite side out. Brandon to Daniel. Daniel backsets Peyton tight to the net. Peyton smashes it through for the kill. Daniel's back to serve. Evan B takes over middle hitting duties, your front row. Evan C, Evan B, Peyton, your back row. Ryder, Daniel, and Daniel. Daniel's first serve is a good one. It results in a free ball. Peyton to Daniel. Daniel sets Peyton way outside. Can he keep it in the court? He manages to keep that in. Evan B there to defend the net. Free ball coming. Daniel to Daniel. Daniel backsets Peyton. Peyton, another nice swing, but that time the double block was up and they put the roof on him. Evan B gets some help from Brandon. Brandon to Evan C. Evan C roll shot. Ryder, nice dig. Lift called on Evan B. He tried to get hands on it to keep it in play, but had 2 open palms underneath the ball there, and ref's usually going to call that one. Evan C to Daniel. Daniel off balance. Free ball from left coast. Quick set in the middle. Brandon gets a hand on it, but can't keep it in play. SG Elite back serving for match point. That one's short. And SG closes out match 1 with an ace. Left Coast boys are going to be off for about 2 hours. So it's going to be a long break before they're back for the next game. The last 2 games they have for the day are going to be against a team called Pro Play and a Balboa Bay White team. Pro Play is a 16s team. Balboa Bay White is a 15s team. So we'll see you back here in about 2 hours.